Hey guys, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexandria. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? Welcome. We're awkward here. And yeah, if you are coming back, then welcome. So no, really, I just really wanted to jump in prior to you seeing the video that you're about to see. This is going to be my first gardening video for 2022. I can't stop looking to the side. I've recorded this video maybe 3 or 4 times, so I'm really sorry if I keep doing that. I'm nervous. But no, really, this is going to be the first gardening video for 2022. And these videos are ones that you're going to be seeing a lot in my channel because I would really like to start expanding into this gardener, content type videos. I definitely think that there is space for me within this genre. It's not, I don't really see people like myself within that, grouping often. And I've been watching gardening videos for about 3 years now. I think the best way to put it, is, one, I definitely don't think I'm a homesteader yet because, with the land that we're working with, and we don't have livestock yet. However, as Jess says from Roots and Refuge, I am making my waiting room my classroom. So welcome to my classroom. Yeah, so honestly, guys, I really hope that you are, you stick around, watch me grow within this space and enjoy the space or where I currently am, honestly, because the 2 videos that I posted last year, I just really lost confidence in it and I was discouraged and I stopped. So I'm tired of starting over, so I'm gonna stop stopping. So I really hope that you guys are okay with this transition. If not, I completely understand. I'm not gonna be for everyone and everyone's not gonna be for me in this channel, So if you're here, hello, how are you? Hello, Clarice. No, but for real, guys, I really hope that you enjoy this transition. Because I'm excited about it. I'm nervous, but excited. We have a lot of things planned. So honestly, the shift that I'm going into is more homesteady without the homesteadiness because I don't have livestock. So it'll just be gardening and landscaping. I just really want to be in the progression of where I want to be, But yeah, so I honestly wasn't going to post this video because your girl looks rough. Yeah, she looks rough in the video you're about to see. I actually recorded the video right after a really long night of doing homework. And yeah. Didn't realize how bad I looked, but yeah, I look bad. But I am not going to avoid and I'm going to move forward and you're going to get this video. So I hope you like it. It's really not much. It's just the start of this year's garden. It's my starting point for me to be able to look back and kind of see, how things are going. But yeah, either way, I am excited for the transition. I'm excited to grow in this space. And I hope that you guys are along for the ride. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any recommendations, anything you'd like to see in the future, definitely let me know down below. And I can certainly incorporate that in the videos to come. We have a lot of outdoor landscaping planned. Of course, tons of garden things. The season has definitely not even started yet, really. So yeah, I hope you guys follow along and enjoy the video. Bye. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexandria for those that are new, and hello, how are you again for those who've been here before. This year, I'm just like, I'm feeling successful from the fall garden because I have you in my green stock right now, which I'll turn you around and see in a minute. And I still have green stuff in it. This is where you guys just were. You were right there. So this is my green stock. All of this that's currently in there is from last year. I went through and pulled out all of this dead, you know, like malnourished, malnutritioned things yesterday, and this is what it currently looks like. These are how my grow bags went. This was my first time using these. I've had them for at least 4 years easy, but they actually did really well. I didn't water anything. What do you have? Oh yeah, that's a real big rock. Good job. So I actually didn't water these once it started getting cold, which I should probably do different next year, because you can see they turned purple, which means they needed fertilizer. But they still did considerably well, so I'm interested to see if they'll just pick back up and continue to grow. This is my first time ever getting this far with cabbage, so this is still a win for me. I did get one big head of broccoli from here, but then I read if you just take off the big one, it'll send out more shoots, which it did. This is a different plant, but these are different, but they're flowering, but I'm still gonna leave them, whatever, because I don't have anything to put in these beds right now, so that's fine. This, hey girl, hey. This is, I don't know, these look bolted, so I might pull these out, but once again, I'm not rushing because I don't have anything to put in here. But then this might be broccoli too, but I guess the jury's still out. And these are the other 2 cabbages that I have. I think I have like 3 or 4 different varieties of cabbage, just because I thought that was a good idea. And I would say that this is my prized possession of the fall. This big curly kale, I believe is what it's called. And then this is a leek, which is kind of sad, but it's still kicking. And then I have another green onion, and then another lettuce. So that's all that's left here. And then these raspberry bushes, this will be the first full year I've had these. I ordered these from Walmart, and they just kept coming up dead. Like, they kept arriving dead. So finally I just had Walmart cancel it, and it's coming back, but I'd be interested to see how healthy it is. So here and here is the same concept. Like, it looked so bad when it first got here. I have a picture of it, and I sent pictures to them and everything, so they just told me to keep it or throw it out. So I just figured I'd give it a try, because they don't sell this variety in the store, so I wasn't able to just go to the store and get it. So I'd be excited to see how that turns out. Alright, and then from here, just a quick overview. These are the oldest beds in this garden. The strawberry tower was created last year, I believe. And then these beds along the fence were added last year. And then this has blueberries in the front arch, grapes on the outside, and muscadines in the middle. But this is where I grew potatoes, and I couldn't put the potatoes back in here because they got like scabs and all that other stuff. So I actually emptied out the whole bed, because there was also, I don't know, I felt like there were just too many ants that had kind of come about in here. So I got rid of all of it. And right here are some mustards and some Swiss chard. I have leeks in here, carrots that are giving potential that I should possibly thin out, but I'm just too excited to have gotten this far. This was a ground cherry. It was quite the disappointment because I really wanted to grow these last year, but it took forever, one, for the seeds to get here, and for them to take off, because they're really hard to start. But I heard once you get it going, then you'll have a lot of volunteers, which I am excited to see what happens. But I didn't actually get any fruit off of this, but this is as big as it got last year, and then the frost hit, so it went bye-bye. This kind of turned into something it really wasn't supposed to be, but I think I'm okay with what it is, if that makes sense. So I initially added this little cow panel last year because I envisioned having cucumbers grow. Cucumbers and Minnesota midget melons or something like that, but I envisioned them growing on there, and red spinach was supposed to grow here, like on the off of all that, and none of that grew. But I had also put herbs in here, and the idea was, because this is so close to, you know, like right there, I could just reach over and just grab herbs, because I have like a lot of mint in here, which I do use frequently, and lemon balm and all that jazz in here. So that was my vision, I suppose, but being none of the trellising things took off, and of course, you know, you can tell it really was not covered at all. So this is like, this stuff was in the fight of his life. So I had chamomile out here, peppermint, spearmint. I was trying to grow Malabar spinach, but that definitely never happened. But for the fall, I put these two cabbages, this one here and that one there, and they actually did not even grow, which was weird, but it is what it is. And then I have weeds naturally inside of all of my beds, because I am so, you know, the woods are like right there. So all types of stuff flies in here. But what I think I'm going to do before the season starts is go ahead and cut all the stuff that did end up overwintering, but just doesn't look the hottest. And then just kind of let it start fresh and just go from there. But yeah, that's that bed. And these are other things that I discarded from this bed over the last few days. And this is what it currently looks like. Last year, I think I took the time and took all the leaves out of my beds. But this year, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to apply more support on this bed. And then just refresh the soil with some compost or something like that. But these are collards, and they've never faltered. They've always looked really good. I did have some cauliflower in here that I thought I knew a frost was coming, but I thought that they would be okay, and they weren't. So I did lose those. I didn't even get to taste those. So that was a little disappointing, but the fact I grew them, that was enough for me. And then I have onions in here. I don't exactly know where the onions came from, but they could be seeds that were just in here, because I did try to grow onions in here last year. I have beets, mustard, Swiss chard, some lettuce, and some kale. And then here's some more red lettuce here, kind of blending it with the leaves, excuse me. And then I have stuff like this. My understanding is if it's purple, that means it's like really malnourished. It just needed a lot of nutrition. So being this is this small, I'm actually going to go through and just take this out, because it's not going to have time to recover. Yeah, there's no way. It's not going to have time to recover. Now that I've taken it out, I'm wondering if this is called, what is that? I've been trying to grow something purple for the longest time. What the heck? Shit. What is it called? Kohlrabi or something like that. I'm actually going to put that back, because maybe that's what that is, because I don't notice this. This is really small. So that means it was not a start, and this is something. I don't know. We'll see. I just tucked it back in there. But yeah, I have carrots. Look how these are the biggest I've ever got carrots. Literally have never been successful with carrots. So that is a gain. I had another, yeah, this is just like a testament of my struggles with these dang bugs. But this is exactly what the other one looked like. The same thing happened here. All of this was just eaten. I didn't get to enjoy any of it. So this is where the other one was, and it bolted. This one's bolting too, so I'm going to take this one out too. And yeah, that's that bed. And there's not Oh, the strawberry tower is quite interesting actually. So the only strawberries, so I found the only strawberries that are actually coming back are the strawberries that I got from my local nursery, and not the strawberries that, what are they, Bonnie, I think? Yeah, Bonnie. The Bonnie strawberries are not coming back. But the ones that I got from my local feed and seed store, those are coming back. I do need to just kind of come through and clean it up because I really didn't do my due diligence and kind of come in and cut all the leaves to start off with. So I do need to come in and kind of finish that up. Oh, I have a little flower. How cute. There's not really much going on. I did, what did I have in this bed last year? Last year I had squash here, didn't get any squash, and then tomatoes from like here down and here to there, which was awesome. Tomatoes did really, really good over here. So I'm not going to do that again, actually. I'm not going to do that because I'm actually going to move my cucumbers over here. That is something... It's food. I don't know what that is actually. I did have tags, but you know, the twins, they just, you know, yeah. And I had some basil in the middle of the tomato beds. I don't know if it showed any true benefit, but I did it, and I don't know that I'm going to put the effort in doing that again this year because the tomatoes got so big and it just really didn't grow that well. I have some Swiss chard in here. Some beets are in here that I'll probably just kind of let rock out. And then this is my little prized possession. This whole front arch are blueberries. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 blueberries in this front arch of different varieties. And this middle one is my oldest blueberry. That one came from Maine with us. This muscadine plant is like ODN. I got it last year, and I definitely didn't expect to see any growth because I've had the other grapes for quite some time and they grow really slow. Or honestly, the reality of it is I don't know how to nourish them, so you know, they grow slow. But these muscadine vines, like all of this that you see, like all the way out here and over here, that come over here, all of that is muscadine. It had even went through the fence and attached to those trees back there. So I do need to figure something out. And then the wind brought this one down, so I have to figure something out different here. And then I was cramming and I put cucumbers back there last year. I will not be doing that again because once everything comes in, it was like really hard for me to get to it, and I just forgot about it, and it wasn't good. Here I have some kale that's bolting, a little baby broccoli that's bolting that I'm not even going to worry about. So I'm just going to let it do what it does. I have some carrots sprinkled. You can barely see them. If I get closer, here they are. And then this little baby beet, some Swiss chard. Oh, my finger. I have some Swiss chard, an onion, or a leek, a beet, a leek in the boat. And this bed had peppers in it. I won't be doing that again because that did not work out. This bed does not get a lot of sun, so that wasn't good at all. So I'm just really gonna have to shift everything around and kind of see what I'm gonna do. In this bed, I had corn from like right here to like right there, and then peppers were on the other side. It grew, but it did not produce like reasonably sized ears of corn. So I'm actually gonna put corn in there this year, which means I will have less, but at least I'll have corn. And once again, I get a lot. My garden is very shaded, although it doesn't seem like it that much now, but this is kind of the upper head situation. So when all of this fills in, like all of that, I might get my husband to cut these branches down because these cover the garden. So once that comes in, there's like little to no sun. So, and those are the biggest trees closest. Anyway, But this is the lemon tree. It's a Meyer lemon tree, and honestly, I'm exhausted trying to save this tree. It is still green, so it makes me think, like when I scratch back, it's still green, so it gives me hope. But this thing's really been a pain in the ass. I mean, I've been working on this tree for almost 3 years, and I tried bringing it inside for the winter and it didn't work. I lost all of the leaves and the fruit didn't ripen all the way, and then I put it out. It was just bad. I guess I just envisioned that this spot would be really nice having this lemon tree, you know, mature here. It was a dream. It didn't work. This was my peach tree location. Obviously gone. This was a flower bed. Now this one is the one I'm considering moving. This bed because it's completely useless here. I couldn't get anything. No, these two things here, these little twigs, this was okra and this one was okra, and I think I got maybe 1 or 2 pieces of okra off of here the entire last year, so that's really not a lot. And then I tried to grow several things on this end. Once again, although it looks sunny now, once those trees fill in, that was a mistake I made. I kind of did the prep around this time, which looked like it was going to be enough sun to grow something. And then what's wrong?
She wants to swing up, but Will wants to swing up.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming. So yeah, I might move this one. Okay, and then these beds actually did okay. The flowers were very nice, but as you can see, it would just be the soil that I'm working with, because really what I did was just use the native soil and then just put the mulch on top, which grew plants, but no, what did I try to grow over here? I think I tried to grow peppers or something I put in there, and that didn't work. And this is also it was a flower bed in the back, but I had okra and peppers in the front. They did okay, but they grew really slow, and I only got 1 or 2 plants. So yeah, that didn't work out, and I think this will just be flowers this year, but we shall see. And then around the swing, I added these for I had the boxes, but they had flowers in them. But this year I put vegetables in them for fall. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the spring and summer. All right, you guys, so that is my garden. That's where I currently am. That is my starting point. So I'm really excited, honestly, and I need to channel is control, because like once the plants start coming out and I start seeing all the varieties, then I kind of just go hey crazy and buy a bunch, and then end up, you know, trying to squeeze everything into the space that I have. I actually really want to get another green stalk to put on the other side of the walkway, so probably like right there behind me, right there. But we shall see. So yeah, I'm going to keep you guys updated probably today or tomorrow. I'll be adding in the starts that I got from the store, you guys, as I make the changes. We're gonna do more of a design standpoint as well this year, which is exciting. Just add a little bit more pops to the yard. And everything else is really just like garden growth at this point, really. And I'm excited to see how it goes. So control. And okay, I got you. And then so yeah, so I'm going to go and handle sibling disputes. You say hi? Okay, so I'm gonna go handle sibling disputes, and I hope you guys okay, hold on. I'm gonna go handle sibling disputes, and you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching my video. So make sure you subscribe if you want to kind of follow the yard. And I should be getting back to posting videos because I'm out of space where I can fit it in reasonably. But yeah, thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.